I said that to my someone on her wedding day.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Chill out, slut.
She was like, I was like, whoa, chill out, slut.
You know what's going on in the episode, right?
Is it really?
What's going on, internet? How's it going? I'm Dan Howles.
AKA Dover.
That's Dan Loder.
AKA Loder.
And this is the 2D Show, where 3 times a week, every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday, we bring you a topic of conversation. On Mondays, I bring the topic.
On Wednesdays, I do that.
And on Friday, we get them from you guys.
Yep.
And you can get your topics on the show by emailing us topics@2dshow.com, by
We're sat
tweeting
forward
us.
this week. Like, I've just realised, like, I'm fucking...
Tweeting us.
In the
Yeah,
wrong...
we're not just fucking like, we'll get to
And we're in the
it.
wrong place. Right, I'm just
and you can tweet
sit
us
forward.
topic at 2D Show. Remember, use the hashtag chew it out, because that's what we do for you. Right, so this, what are you doing?
I'm making myself a backrest.
You're making
You can't be sat forward with nothing to prop you back up. Which I think brings us nicely on to today's topic.
what?
If I believe so.
Have you got the wrong topic?
Have you got the wrong topic?
I don't know. It's Monday. It's my topic.
It is Monday.
It's Monday. I think you have the wrong topic.
I think I'm living in the future a bit, yeah.
Right. So something that's very important to me, and I didn't realize it was important to me until it was important to me. Right.
Right.
I think you just accommodated all the fucking pillows.
Yeah. Have you not got any? Do you want some pillows?
Mine are down there.
I'm having those
no,
pillows.
bro, I'll be alright. Yeah. Something that was
You will
important
be
to me
okay.
is
We'll
music.
have to be... Oh my god,
And
look
then-
at this luxury thing.
Living like a fucking king.
You carry on. Like, carry on.
Something that I didn't realize was important to me was music. And I was a kid, and I remember being like, "Oh, we like music," and then hitting like 10, 11, 12, and being like, "No, actually, I really like music." And so what I've done here, I know you're quite similar as well. You have quite defining albums that define you.
Yes.
So, and a few of these are going to be quite similar because we've been
I
friends.
was the same as you. Like, I never used to listen to music, and then like puberty kicks in.
Puberty. And yeah,
Puberty, bubbity boo, and then
it takes over a bit. And so I've compiled a list here of about 20 albums from sort of the age of 10 to, I don't know, 19 that like really helped guide my like sort of taste.
Guide your upbringing.
And who I am. Dude, albums fucking...
They do.
All
They
right.
kind of like define a lot of things, don't they? Because
Yeah,
I mean, like the kind of people you hang around with, you tend to all like similar music.
Yeah, definitely.
And
So there's a
especially
few
if
odd
you're
ones in here.
If you're a sweaty mosher, they would have all...
There's a bit of that in here, but there's also a bit. There's other stuff.
Oh.
But we've got literally stuff that I used to listen to. So we start off here with, of course, Hybrid Theory.
I think we both can relate to this album.
This is a bit of this is Hybrid Theory / Reanimation. Like they're just both of them because like.
You can't slash those two.
Dude, Reanimation is so good.
It is
But
good.
like both of these, I remember listening to Hybrid Theory, and each song went into each other. Like there's like something will like drop, and then like the beginning of the next song will be like 2 seconds silence, and then it'll like pick up, and it all sounds like you could listen to that and like not. I just remember realizing that this is a different song, and I remember it just flowed so well to each other. So I thought it was really good. Then we got Meteora.
Just the first two albums that Linkin Park did, Ink and Reanimation.
Then we got
And
Collision Course. Collision Course is so good.
Collision Course is brilliant.
Collision Course is
So for anyone that doesn't know,
They're all
Linkin
gonna
Park, you should all know this, but Jay-Z and Linkin Park got together and made probably one of the best.
It is one of the
collections
best albums.
songs
I still listen to it to this
ever.
day.
Closely followed by Reanimation, which is a remix album that Linkin
Hybrid
Park
Theory.
made of Hybrid Theory. They got loads of different people to like do remixes of.
I thought it
songs.
was Mike Shinoda and Mr. Han. Like pretty
No,
much
if you
exclusively.
on the credits, lots of people like have
Is
got
that-
involved in like the remix and the productions and
That's
stuff. And it's really worth listening to, even if you're not a Linkin Park fan, even because quite a lot of it is hip hoppy.
Yeah, like, Reanimation's definitely more hip hop
Yeah.
than rock. In fact, I'd like to know what percentage the other, but I don't even know the fucking name. Chad is the drummer, I think. But like the other artists, besides Chester, who's the singer, and Mike Shinoda, who's the rapper, and Mr. Han, who's the DJ, what the fuck they did in Reanimation? Because they just chopped up their bits.
Yeah, I know.
So like,
But then they kind of did with like the other guys, didn't they? Like Chester didn't do. I don't know if he's done it. Did he do any new vocals like for the Reanimation?
I would say he probably did
They
more
got
than
a
the
few.
guitar.
They got a few guest singers, didn't they? Because the guy from Stained does.
Yeah.
A couple of songs.
I remember listening the first
And
time was like,
Jonathan Davis from Korn does a verse in.
well, they did that live.
One Step
as well.
Closer, yeah.
Yeah, they ended up doing that live at like the fucking Road to Texas album.
Yeah,
And
that's
pretty much
actually a
what I-
really good
But that's what I like stopped listening
live album
to.
as
Yeah,
well.
it's awesome.
After that, Linkin Park went ridiculously downhill. in
It
my
upset me. Also, that are not in this, but are really good. But if we're keeping on Linkin Park, just Fort Miners sort of standalone stuff. This microphone's like falling away from me.
You quite like Fort Miners.
I
That's
really
Mike
liked
Shinoda's,
Mike Shinoda's. He did
kind of rappy side project.
He
isn't
did the Rising. Was it the Rising Tide? It was the album. I'm going
Yeah.
to say it was. But remember the name and stuff.
I have no idea.
He did an album. He did a mixtape before that called We Major, which is like really good remixes, original songs, and then some really cool remixes of like some Linkin Park songs, and he mixed it up with what's the song? Do 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 dude. It's like Chelsea, dude. He did
for Tellies.
yeah, he did a fucking Linkin Park song using nothing but that instrumental. I don't know who sings it.
Yeah, the Fratellis.
Chelsea is one of the same song.
Chelsea Down.
He's a really clever dude, and like Collision Course was fucking ace to bring, because like they do bits of Jay-Z's verses as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's because like Jay-Z is so G. They were just like Jay-Z never does a Mike Shinoda verse. Like they don't trade off.
No.
He just Mike Shinoda's like, fuck it, I want to do like this verse.
Did am I right in thinking Mike Shinoda wrote High Voltage?
Yeah,
That is I want to say that was a Fort Miners song, wasn't it? Am I wrong?
I think you are. I think it was. I don't know
Okay.
because there was.
Sorry, internet. I'm wrong.
Because there's
again.
If I remember reading it right, because Linkin Park were massive on the internet. Like
Yes.
they were one of the first like forum bands and whatever. I think they both wrote two different songs. I think they both, Chester and Mike Shinoda, were like, fuck it, we're going to just have a song each on this album, whatever. So like Chester wrote My December.
Yeah.
And he wrote High Voltage. Yeah, exactly. Like it was.
My December.
Anyway. Yeah. So we go to the next album. You ready
Very
for
sad.
this?
That's exactly what it sounds like as well.
Panic at the Disco, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
Yes.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
The entire
Every
album
album is so good. Every track is so good on there. I've never listened to another Panic at the Disco album since. They did something about.
Oh, it went downhill.
They did something about the moon, I believe.
It's 9 in the
That's it.
afternoon.
Couldn't get on with that shit.
I don't know. They did one called Mona Lisa. That song was quite alright.
They also did one. It was on my Spotify suggestions. The same time Fall Out Boy did. I know what you did. I know. My songs Know What You Did in the Dark, and it's like the exact same song.
Yeah.
And like I haven't, but like
I don't know what either
I
of
could
those
probably still sing most of the lyrics on this. It's so
Even though they
even
make
like the piano,
absolutely no
the
sense.
fucking like Victorian piano electronic dance breakdown like halfway through. Like it's so good.
It is good.
All right. So next up we've got Plan B. Who Needs Actions When You've Got Words. Don't know if you ever listened to this album.
No.
Dude, so good. This is his rap stuff before he became like a fucking.
Oh, is this one where there's a song where it ends in mate, that girl's 40?
Yeah. That's exactly it.
That's the only line I remember from that song. And I was like, oh,
Charmaine Della Rosa.
it's all about a girl getting, like, I don't really know. I just know
It's
that
about,
line.
it's about him shagging and falling in love with like this fucking 14-year-old. It's about girls acting older than they are.
Oh,
he
right, okay.
uses like London gangster, like London gangs, like Bloods, Crips, that sort of mentality about songs against them. So he's got a song called like Dead and Buried, and it's all about like people. It's all about them like condemning themselves to basically dying because they're in drugs or they're in whatever. So, dude, that's a fucking awesome album. Next up, we have Alien Ant Farm Anthology. You ever listened to this album?
No.
The first album I ever bought. I bought it at W.H. Smith's in Dover, so I'm like
not
10 years
gonna
old.
lie. The first album I ever bought was probably the Spice Girls Live in Istanbul.
But did you buy that with your money?
I don't know.
Because that's the first album I remember buying with my money. Like I
can't remember what I never really used to buy album because like I got into music about the same time that I got an iPod.
See, I didn't.
And
I didn't have an MP3
I
player
was
for
already
ages.
in the time of like, you know,
LimeWire and stuff.
LimeWire.
Ah.
Well, not even LimeWire, whatever became before that.
Kazaa and
No. Oh my god, what was it called? I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, like the thing that came before LimeWire.
I remember feeling like an absolute G, like getting LimeWire and using LimeWire to download LimeWire Pro.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
used to
like,
do that.
Oh, it was the fucking best.
Confess into illegal stuff, but they're not going to sue us. They're bust now.
Oh, dude, like, we haven't got it. Like, I don't have
that is what used to happen, didn't it? You used to be able to download LimeWire and then like get rid of all the ads by downloading LimeWire Pro.
It's the
off
fucking
LimeWire.
best. Oh, I fucking cheat the system.
Yeah.
Next up, I got a band that I know you don't particularly like, but Toxicity.
Oh,
by
crap.
System
No,
of a
I
Down.
don't like them at all.
Like, this is when me,
I
Rowan,
can't
Joel,
get past
Island,
Surge.
Ash. Yeah, you either like him or don't.
No, I don't mind.
I never listened to his standalone stuff.
What's the one that Richard Cheese did?
Chop Suey.
Yeah, I don't mind Chop Suey.
But you like the Richard Cheese version better?
Yeah.
Richard Cheese is fucking ace. I love Richard Cheese. But no, System of a Down is a point in my life. I can't listen to this album without thinking of playing World of Warcraft. Like, there was a time where, you know the hi-fi I have in the kitchen now?
Yeah.
That's my dad's old one, right? But we, like, kitted up so you could plug phones into it and stuff. It used to have, like, a massive CD player in it. I just took the amp. I used to have this on... I must have burnt it. I must have burnt the CD. And would play it constantly through this track. So whenever I listen to certain songs, I think of my Night Elf running through, like... It's the nerdiest fucking thing in my life. But I think of, like a Night Elf running through... Is it Darnassus or whatever? Like, the Elven Sea? Like, I can see it in my head. So it's mad that you can, link up two things.
Yeah.
Another album I do that with is Prodigy, Their Laws.
Good.
That is, like, their greatest hits of, like,
Yeah.
before, like, Invaders Must Die and everything, which I haven't really got too into.
Invaders Must Die, I actually really liked. That was one of the albums I listened to, like, a lot.
I can't say I did.
But yeah, like, the stuff they did before, like, Omen and stuff is on...
Yeah,
Invaders
like,
Must
I
Die,
didn't really...
and,
That wasn't on this.
No,
This
no.
is, like, Fat of the Land, like, Smack My Bitch Up, like, that sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
it's
Under
the
My
big beat
Wheels
stuff that
and
kind of
stuff.
got them famous.
Yeah, this is the stuff, but, like, me and Ash used to play Battlefield 2 on PC, and we're
Yeah.
talking 2004, maybe, and, like, we just have this on... Oh, there you go, 2005.
There
So
you
it
go.
had to be before that.
Hey! Hey! Oh!
And we just constantly listened to this album, like, almost on repeat, and, like good times, man. And then you've got Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP one.
Yeah.
I would say his best album. Some people would say the Slim Shady LP. I think there's a case to be made. Dude, Eminem is so fucking, like, seminal.
Eminem's
in my
really
life.
important to you.
Like, he is. Like,
I'm not a huge hip hop fan or rap fan.
That-
Even though we were kind of in a hip hop like
yeah,
road
but, like, that's
together
just- yeah.
at some point, but it's not really. I like making it. Hip hop's quite interesting, but to listen to, I just can't.
Like, I don't think you can.
It's not something that's important to me in any way, shape, or
It
form.
really upsets me now when you've got people like Fetty Wap and all this stuff who are, like, really fucking famous.
What is that?
It's a
Fetty
bit-
Wap.
Yeah, he did that Trap Queen song.
What?
I'm like, hey, what's up? Hello, sit your pretty ass in as you
Oh
came
my
in
God,
the door.
that's an awful song.
Yeah, it is. Or like what?
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
pretty
awful.
much. Or like what Drake's turned into. I never really liked Drake, but like what he's
to
turned.
call me on myself.
He's a fucking R&B artist. Like, it's so weird. Or like what Kanye's doing now and stuff.
Only
Like,
Drake song I like is the one he did with Rihanna, but I don't even like their version of it. I
Which
like the
one?
Florence and Machine version of it.
oh,
If you let me,
yeah. They did another one, didn't
it's
they?
my birthday. I'll get high.
Too good.
High if I want,
Dude,
but you don't say you love.
rap's gone in like a really strange way, and it probably has like the last couple of years, maybe like 5 years or whatever. I think Eminem is like old school rap, which is weird to say because old school rap is an actual thing.
Yeah,
Like old school rap is like Tribe Called Quest and
Wu-Tang Clan.
De La Soul. Yeah. So like but like Eminem is a wordsmith first. He's a poet first. Like he reminds me a bit of like Watsky in a way, which again you probably never listened to.
I've only listened to Watsky with you, and I
yeah.
quite like Watsky. Like,
But
Watsky's
like,
a bit different.
like Eminem is like the first bagpack rapper, which is like the new brand from like the fucking nerdy dude with like the hat on and the glasses and his little backpack. Because Eminem doesn't just care about a song. He did for a bit, like when he was on like drugs and all fucked up and stuff. But like he looked totally lost.
I still don't know any of this.
Like
These things.
you know, like M like fucking fell into drugs and like he made Relapse. He made not Curtain Call. Yeah, was it Curtain Call or was that his greatest hit?
Dude, could be.
He made one.
Could be any of these variables
show. Came
right
off the
now
Eminem
because
show.
I have none. I have none clue.
But anyway, he got into like mass loads of drugs or whatever. But like he, like his mate died, like Proof died and got shot. Remember like when 8 Mile came? This is a fucking tangent.
I've never seen.
Can we
8
do
Mile.
an Eminem topic one day?
I've never seen 8 Mile.
Oh, it's not a great film.
Never seen 8 Mile.
Anyway,
I'm one of you.
Marshmallow's
I'm
LP
like
is fucking
one of your best
fantastic.
friends. I've never seen 8 Mile. That's terrible.
That's fine. I've never seen. I still have yet to see Mean Girls.
I've yet to watch Fight Club all the way through.
You watched it? I fell asleep. On my, wasn't it like my birthday or whatever? And I was like really drunk. And
I don't
like,
think I really was watching it,
that's fine.
but I know what happens. You know, like Boy Meets Girl.
Yeah.
Boy
Next
Shoots
up,
Off in
we've
Head.
got DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince Greatest Hits.
Oh my god.
Talking about old school rap. Dude, this is like PG rap, and this is kind of what got me into it, and it's so fucking good. Nothing more really needs to be said, because nothing more really happened.
It's the album John Cena should have made.
Yes.
On the subject like PG rap.
But
We'll have to do a terrible episode at some point.
Have you ever heard Cena's rapping?
Yeah, I've listened to the. I used to really like the album when I was into like WWE back in the day. I've listened to that album quite.
You just said that on camera, my friend.
It is awful.
It is awful.
But looking back at it today, it is awful.
Yeah, I think the same with Fresh Prince. It's like Summertime and stuff is like a cracking tune. Men in Black, fantastic track. But like I remember he did an album, or they did an album in like late 90s. Was it Code Red or something like that? And there was a track on there called You Saw My Blinker, and it's all about him basically harassing this woman and getting like threatening to beat her up because she smacked into the back of him because his indicator was on. And the last line is like, "You saw my blinker, bitch." And I was like, "No, you can't say this." I think I like broke the CD or something. Like, I was like proper young. Then we've got, you would probably never heard of this, but In the Heights,
it's
seminal
musical,
to me. Yeah, I'm not a musical guy, but Sarah showed me this in like sixth form? I don't know.
What would
but
you
like,
do with 96G?
yeah, like this. Lin-Manuel Miranda is so fucking G. Like, he's awesome. I love him. Like,
He's in a How I Met Your Mother episode.
is he?
Yeah.
He was in the house and stuff. Like, this guy's he's like blowing up,
There's
or
an
like he
episode-
has blown up.
I'm sure Jenny told me it was him. They do an episode where everything is like in rhyme, and I'm sure he co-stars in it.
Yeah, he's fucking ace, man. I love Lin-Manuel, and like it's pissing me off because like there are people I know now who are like, I love Hamilton. I'm like, yeah, Hamilton's really good, which is his new musical, which is why he's blown up, right? But like, where the fuck were you fair weather fans before Hamilton? Where were you for Heights? Where were you when you did this fucking weird YouTube videos and shit?
They ain't true fans.
They ain't.
They
They
not.
fucking at Lin-Manuel Miranda. Hit me up, buddy. He's so fucking cool. Like, he did fucking
You wouldn't know that if you were a true fan.
The Electric Company. He did the Electric Company is like an American like Sesame Street sort of thing. Sesame Street.
Okay.
And Lin-Manuel's also part of this group called Freestyle Love Supreme, and a freestyle improv group.
Freestyle. Keep going.
And the beatboxer Shockwave is part of
Keep going.
is part of like somehow involved in this Electric Company, and they got Lin-Manuel to like do two things. And like there's an episode or like a fucking segment where they're on about silent E, like in the end of words like changes them, like plan and plane. And like it's fucking ace. Like it's really well written, and it's for like a fucking 4-year-old. Like,
Oh.
the guy is so fucking badass. Jay-Z Black Album, I don't think much needs to be said because that is one of the all-time hip-hop
we like that
albums.
album.
Like, everyone knows this. Did you ever hear,
99 Problems, yeah.
yeah, there was an online DJ called Danger Mouse, or something like that.
As they did, Mouse is
Yeah, no,
quite famous.
Danger Mouse, off the TV show. And he mixed this with the White Album from the Beatles and made the Grey Album.
Oh, right.
That's so fucking cool. Like, it's all chopped up and stuff. Next, we get on to Disturbed 10,000 Fists.
That is such a good album.
There is
finish,
no good track on this. They're all fucking fantastic. Like, it's so good.
It's an album of singles, isn't it?
Then we've got, this is when I was in sort of like sixth form and stuff. Korn. I had to pick one Korn album. I'm not a massive fan of every Korn album, but this is like Twisted Transistor and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad album.
Like that is a good. It's the less
What
screen.
other songs are on there?
Is
Politics on there? Is that one?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
They
but
had
like,
a Greatest Hits album as well, didn't they?
Yes.
Their Greatest album came out just before that.
that was like Freak
And that
Revolution
had,
stuff. Like,
Yeah, that had all the good ones on. And it had a cover of Word Up.
yeah, Word Up's awesome, man.
Word Up's that was a really good.
It's the code word, but like, yeah,
I prefer that to the 80s original one.
I agree. Then we've
Although
got
they used a lot of the original samples in it, I believe.
Newton Faulkner, Hand Built by Robots. I'd say his best album.
Yeah, I've the only other one I've listened to is Rebuilt by Humans. I haven't listened to the first two,
which is not as
and
good.
The second one wasn't. Yeah, because
I did the exact same thing. I stopped listening after that.
he on that one is more about him and like his guitar, whereas I felt like the second one was a bit more like they were a bit
Albumy,
like straighter.
He
songs.
felt like he was told what to write, and this was just like, I just want to fucking play
It's like
guitar.
the intro to that, like the first song.
It's like some sitar thing, isn't it? Yeah.
This is really cool.
Damien Rice. Oh, this is when I was.
Never heard of it.
You never heard of him?
I've heard of him.
Have you heard
I haven't heard
Cannonball?
of that. Oh, I know that.
Stones taught me to crawl. That's the wrong words, but like,
I know what you mean. When you float like a cannonball.
yeah, I can remember it. But like, me and Rowan specifically used to listen to this album like all the fucking time.
You just last name someone.
Fuck, that's a beep. But Rowan used to, me and him used to listen to this all the time. Then we got Limp Bizkit, Chocolate Starfish, and the Hot Dog Flavored Water. Now, this album's important to me. My brother got me, actually. I remember getting... having a choice. My mum was going to buy me something. I remember it was in the old Asda.
Yeah.
And she was like, right. I wanted this album because Tim, my brother, was like, you gotta get listen to this. I was like, all right, cool. And she was like, right, you can have the whole album on tape, or you can have the single of My Way on CD, because they cost the same. And I was thinking, like, I don't have a tape player. My car has a tape player. My mum's not going to want to listen to this. So I bought the CD and listened to, like, it was My Way and, like, 2 remixes of it, like, constantly. And then eventually bought the album. Probably didn't live up to the hype of, like, listening to these, like, 3 well-made songs, like, over and over. But, like, I don't know if you have much to say about this, but, like... That album just means something to me. It's like Hybrid Theory. Like those albums just mean it's not a good album, but like then we've got Hopsin Raw. I don't even know if you know.
Who is that?
He's a YouTube rapper, or at least that's how I know him. He is kind of like a black Slim Shady. At least used to be. Like he was just vulgar for the sake of it, but he was just really interesting and stuff. And that album is really good. Obviously, he's taking the piss out of Soul.
Yeah.
He got like fucked over by like an old label, so he just made his own. It's called Funk Volume, and I think he might have left it now. Eminem's first album, when he went from M&M to Eminem, that's
Eminem.
Infinite. That's when he was like with D12 and stuff. Like Proof's on that album. That's a fucking seminal album.
Right.
Oh, what are you searching?
Nothing. Carry on. Keep going.
And then last up, I've got the first Gorillaz album. And I literally played that album.
I've never actually listened to.
Dude, I played that
Gorillaz
album front to back, and that's my list, man. Like I've gone for a good 25 minutes.
I want to add a couple of things that you.
Yeah, that's fine.
One that's
I
important.
wanted to add the Avenged Sevenfold Untitled album
Oh my god!
because
that was so good.
I cannot. That album to me is synonymous with when me and Ash went to Austria with school.
Such a good album.
That's how I broke my phone, because I had it in my ski pocket and I had it playing loud, and I fucking face planted like a million times when we were snowboarding, and like I must have like smashed my phone in. But like that album, if I close my eyes in that album, I just think of chilling in the fucking mountains.
There's a couple I want to add.
Yeah, that's fine.
One
bro.
I think you've missed.
Yeah, I
that
probably
I think is important to us. Hold Your Colour.
Oh,
Pendulum.
I was playing with the idea. That is the best Pendulum album.
That is a really good album.
That is the best.
That's
it was
album.
either that or Prodigy. Like I had to eye it up. But yeah, Hold Your Colour is so good.
2 albums that are important to me. One of which like basically got me into.
I want to say something before you jump
now.
in, because it may be one of these albums. Is it a Breaking Benjamin album?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go with that.
I've got one of the songs.
I was
lyrics
gonna
from one of the
put it on
songs
there.
this album tattooed on my back.
Yeah.
It's We Are Not Alone, which is their second album.
Yeah.
Which had like so
Was the first one Phobia?
Phobias.
Or was that the third album?
I think it was.
It doesn't matter.
No, Phobia was the third album.
Was it? Okay.
Saturate.
Thank you. Yeah. That's with like the chopper and stuff, isn't it? Like I remember the an intro for one of the songs had like a helicopter on it.
That is Phobia.
That's Phobia.
That's
is
the
it?
same one that
right,
Diarrhea
that's the
Jane
one
was on.
Yeah, that's the one I've listened to the most then.
This is the one before that.
Okay.
Which is got So Cold on it, which is one of my all-time favorite songs.
Which one had Rain on it?
Rain is We Are Not Alone.
Is that?
It was a bonus track for it?
Maybe. I remember that song being so upsetting.
It's an acoustic one.
Yeah, it's so depressing, that song.
I haven't listened. I might actually check it on.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Another one that's important to me, which you probably won't have even listened to, is Lost in the Sound of Separation by Under Oath, which is one of my all-time favorite albums. I got into them when I was in uni the first time doing music, And I can just remember thinking the production on that album was just amazing.
Because you've always gone for a more production side. You used
That's kind of what I used to base.
I know we can't say what you are now, but before you became the hitman, you were in uni doing music.
Before I was a hitman, I was in uni.
It's funny how life takes these
finding songs to listen to while I kill.
to help concentration.
So Lost in the Sound of Separation was and still is one of my favorite albums. It's quite
awesome.
Like screamy actually. It's quite but it's quite kind of what like old screamo bands that stayed together grew up into. And like they've got another one which is In Division, which is the album that came after, and that's really good as well.
In Division is that screamy? Because Under Oath are a screamy band, right? I don't think I've ever listened to them.
It is quite screamy-ish. Not as much. Like they've got more singing.
They've got more singing. Now. Yeah, I feel like Avenged Sevenfold did that, and that's why I really like self-titled.
He decided, didn't he? Like after they made,
did he fuck his throat up or something? Didn't he?
Seventh Trumpet. He decided, like, look, I want to like progressively not scream as much. So that's why progressively there's less and less.
Bullet for My Valentine. The guy fucked his voice up, didn't he? Someone fucked his voice up.
They don't even talk.
Like fuck Bullet.
Like, the Poison's quite a good album though.
But it's
I never listened to. I never really liked them because I just found them quite boring.
I listened to that first album a little bit. It's a little bit too teenagery. Like if I listen to
there's
it now,
a couple of good songs,
enjoy
and it's kind of like I can remember sitting down to listen down because I never used to like.
But they've done the exact opposite. Where like I remember they did Scream Aim Fire.
And that was foul.
It was awful. It was such a bad song.
Except for Waking the Demon. That was the only good song on that album.
I don't know what that is. I don't think I've heard it.
I heard it if you heard it.
I think I heard of most of the tracks through a Guitar Hero. Like they did like a bonus pack, and me and Ash were like massively into Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
So like, or maybe it was Rock Band. I can't remember. And so I remember listening to this and be like, this band fucking changed like drastically. Yeah. It wasn't even subtle. It was just like, nah, fuck it, we're metal now.
Yeah. And the last album I think to round off the entire list, which I think we both should have on there, is Tribox Studios, The Quest for the Missing Album title.
That was a fucking experience, and that needs to be its own topic, so I don't want to tilt my head too much, but like, we made an album once.
I think we should talk about that. I think we should tell
that should be a topic. I think that should be its own sort of half hour.
We should
that's explain. Really, I think no, it's not what cemented our friendship, because we've been friends for fucking years, but like, that was a fucking testing
That's
period.
kind of what started off this. Because from that album was when we went into doing like Tribox.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel,
and then that's fucking.
And then that is kind of like this is like the spiritual successor of that.
Yeah, like fucking 4 years later.
So that
how old were we when we did that album?
Dude, we finished that February 2012.
So what? That was 4 years ago.
That's 4 years ago.
20.
So it was we finished it and
it was your 21st.
It was my 20th birthday.
20th. Sorry. Yeah. Did you meet Jenny that night as well?
That is.
That's like I threw her into you.
Yes.
I picked her up and threw her.
We went out for it was a triple celebration.
Was it Mezzy?
Uni again.
Because I can picture it in my head.
Delilah's. We actually like.
Was it?
We got on.
You got on.
So yeah, it was like. It was a triple celebration. We finished the album.
Yeah.
I was going to uni to do my Hitman training.
Yes.
And
the academy.
It was my birthday. Like, it was my 20th birthday, like a couple of days' time. So that was the night that ultimately, that night was why I met my fiance.
Oh.
And like that album holds a lot of memory for me.
Oh, buddy.
Being cooped up in your garage.
It was fucking freezing.
With every heater we could find on.
Yeah, we're in my little parents' garage that we've half converted into a studio.
I wish we'd taken more pictures. Yeah,
there was a mattress as a sound booth.
Like, we need to discuss this.
We do. We need to get some more pictures up. But I remember we went through about 4 heaters from as like 20 quid little like plug in here. I would have hated to have seen my parents' electricity bill.
I feel really. I was thinking
we left it on for like 8 hours a day.
I remember thinking about how much we were paying and thinking, Christ, I feel so bad.
I don't even turn my radiators on now. Like,
yeah.
Fuck that.
I'd like, fuck, I'll just put a jacket on. It is so
do some stardust.
Yeah.
Like,
anyway,
that was awesome. That was a really nice sort of
trip down
throwback.
memory lane again.
Thanks for watching, guys. This has been the Monday show brought by the 2D. But I brought the topic. I don't know what the fuck I was saying then. But remember, you can get your topics on the Friday show by emailing us at 2D Show, by tweeting us at 2D Show. By emailing us at...
Emailing us on topics at 2dshow.com. You can tweet us at 2D Show. Facebook.com/2D Show. SoundCloud.com/2D Show. And then plot twist, YouTube.2dshow.com. We're also on iTunes.
Pop, pop, pop.
iTunes.
Said this before, but I want to change it now. discoverability, right? And hopefully this doesn't become a thing we do every episode now, but if you could just go to iTunes and give us 5-star, don't write a review. Fuck, no one reads words. Plot twist. Go to our iTunes page and list your seminal albums. And I just want someone in
our iTunes page.
Yeah, you can leave reviews, right? And that's like the better reviews, the higher star, the more it gets sent out to people, right?
Yeah.
Don't put the stars down and ask you to write some words. List your top 20 albums. I don't want any other context, so someone will just click on the iTunes page.
20's a lot to people to ask. Top 5.
Okay, top five, like seminal albums. Don't have to be good albums.
Sit there and come up with a list of 20 albums, because I don't think we've talked about 20 albums today.
But top 5 albums, and so when some fucking Joe Blow goes on like, what's TwoDee Show? It's just people's album lists. It'll look like an insane wall of just random music.
Lovely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.